and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. And we are here in October the 17th, 1943. Okay, the gun takes 3 hits. Okay, maybe we can get the I-29 here. We're going in to bombard Mole Mine, and he placed the I-29 right there strategically, but our destroyers are pretty strong. Maybe we can beat it up a little bit, but it looks like we keep, we're not doing enough to force it. We're not doing enough to damage it or make it come up and surface, and so we can destroy it on the surface. I mean, now we've made a couple of near miss hits, and oh, there's a second direct hit as well. I like the name of this this destroyer. Okay. Okay, the Rotherham gets on board here. I think if we get a couple more direct hits, we can get it to surface and destroy it on the surface. Okay. We're out of ammo. I think it's going to get away. "17 hits, heavy damage." Let's listen for it to sink. Finally, these huge tankers, we have a hard time. We miss them way too often, in my humble opinion. 2 torpedo hits. So we fired 2 torpedoes. They both hit on on a tanker. Nice. Man, that thing must be tanky. It's not going down. All right. The purpose here, and I've neglected to do this. I kind of been sitting on my hands here. One of the purposes is one of the purposes is to why is my mouse acting up? One of the purposes is to basically beat up the base, and we whiff. It's all right. Whoa, massive explosive damage. 2 torpedo hits, or 2 torpedoes fired, both detonate heavy damage. Okay. This ship, I thought had something on it. Maybe I'm mistaking it for a different ship. Well, two large, 1 cargo and 1 tanker, 2 large ships we torpedoed, hit with 2 torpedoes both. And it seems like they're gonna survive. I don't know. All right, let's take out these zeros. All right, we'll give it a couple more seconds, see how we do here. We're getting more aircraft in the air, so we should have the numbers. I'm wondering if we'll be able to shoot down some bombers, because maybe he's coming in with bombers after the zero strike. All right, let's carry on here. So we cleared the skies. We did lose a Warhawk, but here we go. See how long it takes us to shoot these 2 zeros down. Well, one just left. Okay, there we go. There. Yeah, we should have a field day here. This might not have been what he was expecting. All right, what did he do? Come in with 21. Because we can kind of run this and see how many he has left when we're done here. So the last 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I've missed my opportunity to shoot some of these guys down because of how I was shuffling my fighters around. But now we're able to get some. Let's carry on here. Okay, so we shoot down 9 of them. And he taps the airfield a little bit. So the thunderstorms help protect our airfield a little bit, and and then our flak, well, also helps, but it incurs a lot of damage to his sallies. great results on the bombing, but I'm okay with that because the I'm okay with that because the ooh. Oh, nice. I got these PV-1 Venturas from New Zealand squadron up here at Sarong doing some work there against some subs. Maybe he'll run away or stay and take a chance. He's probably going to attack up there by Sion and finish those troops off. Yeah, we're seeing that they're strafing and bombing. So that's good to know. And I set the altitude for these guys at 1,000 feet for what it's worth. We're softening up this garrison unit. Because I don't know how good these guys are. I don't know how dug in they are. And we are about to cross over the river into a shock attack against them. And the Spitfires come a little bit too late. That's all right. All right. Bombardment only. I wonder why he's not attacking that. Okay, so according to this, we're losing vehicles, but I'm not going to stop bombarding. We'll keep doing it. If he needs to counter battery fire and use up resources and supplies, that's his prerogative, I guess. This here, I'm not too worried about because we're bringing in more troops and we got 2 more brigades coming. And as soon as we take care of this hex here, so another turn of bombing both of these hexes. And as soon as this is done, we're gonna, as soon as this operation is done here, we're gonna, bomb here and start softening that up and then assault it. Moving on. Oh, a Makassar upgrade. Nice. Anchor, cargo ship. Okay. Okay, I thought I'd discuss the losses here. 4 for us, 24 for him. Let's go here. So this is a tad low. So I don't know for sure, but we may have shot down, let's say, 12 Bettys. I don't think we shot down 7 zeros, but anyway, or did we? Now that I think about it, 12. Anyway, I'm not too worried about it. The point is, um, his incursion over my Tuyun, I want to say, is where we're stationed, cost him 16 aircraft, and the Sally's probably over Changsha. He lost 4. So I think our heavy anti-aircraft presence there means I don't need to necessarily put a lot of fighters there anymore, and lose a bunch of my American stuff. I just don't have right now the numbers to win a war of attrition there, apparently, because he has an endless supply of Tojos, apparently. Um, and then you can see we lost 3 aircraft over Tuyun. I'm gonna say 3. It could be just the one. Maybe we lost a couple doing sweeps. I'm not sure. I'll find out as I explore probably this turn. But 3 to 15, 1 to 5, that's a pretty good ratio. Obviously, that's not going to happen every day because he's not going to keep doing that. Um, I don't know his pilot losses, but surely more than ours, I would imagine. 2 wounded, and then let's see what I let's just look here. So supposedly the I-29, I don't think so, and the China Maru, I don't even know. I think yeah, that one sank. The other cargo ship and the tanker, there's no telling. That I-29 though, I'm not gonna put my hope. I'm not gonna have my hopes up and have them dashed. So there we go. There we have it. So we certainly are getting our point totals are increasing uh, more or less every day. Obviously, we have had a couple of setbacks, but for the most part, we're constantly moving separate. Keeping that point separation increasing. Um, and eventually, we'll start getting numbers here, but we got to get some bases closer to Japan first. So we'll get there. Anyway, I will return and we'll talk about the 18th. All right, we're back here on October 18. All right. Well, it looks like he dropped off this cargo ship and he's not bothering to escort it. We get a shell hit, torpedo hit. I think we fired at least 4 torpedoes, something like that. Um, so yeah, moving on here. That sank now, and oh, 1 dud. We're still getting duds, but my understanding is the dud rate should be back to the same as any other sub, but which I think is 10% or less. Anyway, sank another. Oh, we got a sub chaser. 2 cargo ships and a sub chaser. Now, the other cargo ship we had already damaged. Okay, we did take a hit here. Okay, we did miss that one. The other cargo ship we had damaged last turn but we see that we're able to sink it, which means, of course, we didn't last turn. That tanker, though, there's a tanker that looked like a pretty solid tanker that we damaged, and I have no idea if we were able to do anything to that one. Now, it looks like he's trying to bomb our airfield here at night. That would have been interesting to sink both of these sub chasers with the barb. Please, thank you. By the way, I've been thinking about the situation in China with the fighters. He just did a night bombing. I might try to get my night fighters over there. I have no other use for him. He seems to be enjoying bombing my bases at night. So we'll give him some fun. All right, we're crossing into here today. Well, sorry, into this place right here. He's not covering it, and we're marching. Today is the day we cross into that hex. So hopefully it goes without a hitch. We're reconning, sweeping Surabaya. I plan to bomb that. We're trying to get. I know this is gonna maybe sound funny to those who are who play this game a lot more aggressively than I do, but I was gonna say we're about to get aggressive with some action. And there's our recon flying, hopefully bringing back the information that'll help our bombers really do some damage today. But I don't even know if our bombers are... We're sweeping that hex, but I don't see our bombers going just yet. He is taking some damage over here, though, to the east. There we go. So we are hitting this. Pardon me. Hopefully... Oh, severe storms. That's not good. Hopefully doing enough damage to disrupt him, so when we cross we can, you know, knock him out of that hex. It's a shame that it's severe storms, but it looks like we're able to get in here and do have some effect. Here we go. I'm just hitting the runway for now. Looks like he has some Dinas here. What else you got? Mavis. Okay. Plus we damaged the airfield. We got more coming. No, I can't say that for sure. I don't know that I allocated a lot of aircraft to that. All right, come on. I think there's got to be more air action this afternoon. hopefully some of these are causing disruptions and fatigue and maybe morale damage. Okay, we hit a Dina. Pardon me, sorry. Um, Also doing some damage to the base with some supply hits and whatnot. Let's see if we can get some more destroyed aircraft in the ground. Yep, some more Dinas. We actually knock out a gun. Although, don't forget, we fought the war. Who knows? Alright, there's a sinking ship. Wouldn't it be great if that was his tanker that we torpedoed yesterday? Alright, let's see if we can cross and successfully eject him. There we go. Let's see if we make it happen. We're gonna knock this out here. Alright, so it's 1-to-1 as we cross. We don't take that much damage comparatively, but the problem is he's still here. Um, so that's going to be a problem because he's got more stuff coming, and they're going to surely they're going to reinforce this. So what we'll do is now that we're across here, I may just do a straight attack. We'll see because he starts with less assault value than we do, and if we lost the same amount, the ratio is better for us than for him. I'll double check how our fatigue levels are, and we'll certainly bomb and see if we can knock him out next time. All right, let's get to the reinforcements here. One ship. Okay, I think this is going to be kind of a truncated report. I don't know, but um, yeah, there's not a lot to talk about really. But we lost 3 aircraft. He lost 8. Let's take a look at what they are. 3 Dinas, which we saw, I think, each one of those. But in any case, 3. He lost a couple Tojos, probably trying to cap somewhere. Anyway, maybe the sweeps. Anyway, what did we lose? Air transport. We did lose one of these rare. These British heavies are. They don't. They're not. That in that large quantity because presumably anyway they're still heavily being used against Germany to 2 air transports. 1 killed pilot. I don't know who that is. Okay, so cheap sub chaser, but hey, 4 anti-sub will that will be happy with that. And then a couple of cargo ships. This nice big one that we torpedoed before, but it's probably just a little bit with one torpedo. It's probably robust enough to handle that, and so it required a second one. And that reminds me, I think there's no telling. I'm trying to remember where. Uh, hmm. Thought it was in this area. The I already forgot the name of the sub. Barb. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So we took one hit and it was enough to kind of send this guy back. Well, no, I think it's returning to port to replenish like it says here, but it looks like it's going to need repairs as well. So I'll probably just send it back and say, yeah, just disband and we'll repair you. Okay, that done. I'm just going to kind of highlight this stuff. We are prepping. We got ships prepping to pick up troops, and we're going to hit Roy Namur soon. I'd like to grab these bases, at least these three. We can grab these later, but I'd like to grab these three bases before I send some ships back to Pearl for refit. We do have cargo ships coming here for supply to bring supplies. I've got aircraft. We saw some of this action all during the turn resolution. We trying to get rid of these subs here with our air units. I also have air units here chasing subs away. And you can see here he's got a sub here as a matter of fact. And we hit this air base, you can see that he still has light industry, which we could hit technically, but for the most part, it's kind of a beat up base. I just wanted to hit the airfield and see if we could damage some supplies as well as some other things while we're here. But I think I'm going to have to hit the industry. Because surely he has supplies, I mean, sorry, resources coming here and he's building supplies. So bombing the supplies is kind of pointless right now. I think it's better to probably hit the industry. We could finish off the oil and the light industry and then go back to whatever we want to hit there. But I'll keep my eye on this stuff. You can see here he still has heavy industry here, which I want to knock out because he can use that to help him upgrade with his R&D and whatnot. Basically, his infrastructure, his economy, and I am prepping for this invasion here at Sadata. Other than that, like as you saw, we're ready to start bombing here. We got our forward heavy bomber bases kind of thrown together quickly, but we're going to keep expanding them and keep using them to maximum ability. um, we did get in here. I don't know where these guys are in the way of moving from here to here. You can see that we're in pretty decent shape with disruption and fatigue. I may do a deliberate attack so we don't get too beat up. And we'll attack again, I think. Um, and we got troops heading into here as well. Troops from here. I think one more day. Yeah. These guys will be here tomorrow, and then we'll do an assault. And I'm going to bomb this pretty heavily to make that happen. We're having a standoff right across the river here. I decided not to charge into the teeth of that. Who knows what kind of assets he has here? How many? Maybe like two divisions or something. Maybe tanks. what I'd like to do is secure Chiang Mai and then walk down basically like this and try to attack this to cut this road and this road, and then his only supply route is up this way unless he's bringing stuff into Mergui or Tavoy and then up. Ooh, juicy. I'd like to sweep this and bomb it. If he truly has a sub here, destroy it in port. We'll certainly be taking a look at that. Okay, well, you kind of see what we're doing here. There again, there's not much to talk about because I don't know that I would talk much more anyway. But if we pushed this guy out, I probably would start marching this guy down here, open up this roadway, and close it for him. Although I don't think it's benefiting him except for giving him a way to kind of move his troops. He apparently is not using that road though. He'll probably just get ejected back this way or this way. He might even get ejected here. and so that it behooves me. That's going to take a long time. It's going to take 12 days. But it behooves me to get into here so that when we kick him out, he won't go this way. But I don't think we're going to beat him there. This battalion is really just moving here to secure it, but we'll probably just keep moving southwest and just push into this hex. And now, by the time we get this guy to here, it's probably going to be already secured. Unless he beats us, unless he gets in here before we can secure it, in which case it's going to be another stalemate, stalemate, stalemate. This should get resolved, but who knows? And then moving to China, um, we saw him bombard here, which I'm really not sure why he doesn't just attack it until we're destroyed. But it might be that he's trying to destroy us slowly because it saves supplies, maybe. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you can see it's kind of a standstill here, more or less. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I have some British night fighters somewhere. I'll find them and we will here, let's just do this. I'm not gonna look everywhere. Here they are. So I think I might literally bring these over to Tuyun. He may or may not try to night bomb it again. But I don't mind having them here, and we'll move them where we feel like we need them to keep him. Like if I need to end up with him in Changsha or somewhere, we'll put him there. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it to two. I'm gonna go ahead and just move them now. They're not doing anything at Rangoon. Tuyun. Why not really cram it full of aircraft, right? um, so there we go. If he decides to do a night bombing, we're there. So all right, well I'm gonna kind of move on now. I will make sure we're shuffling aircraft as needed out of here to make space, doing all the things. But and I've got a lot of other administrative things to do to get the turn ready to go, which I will do, and we'll be back when we run October 19, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.